Hey guys, OGalbina here, bringing you guys my BBL Semifinals battle against Q the Costa Rican and his Chicago Dragbolts. First off, I do want to say sorry, this is a day late. Again, just very busy. I'm having a lot of time, a lot of trouble budgeting my time over these last month or so, just with lots more working and real life responsibilities. So again, I do apologize. I have NCP SummerSlam Top 8 going up tomorrow. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Again, I do apologize about the late uploads and stuff like that. Lately, I've just been having a lot going on, just IRL and stuff like that. So unfortunately, YouTube had to take the back burner for a little bit. But we should be back to form here soon and going forward with our next couple leagues and stuff like that. But yeah, we're going up against Q. Definitely go check out the description below. He's a great player. He's a nice dude. Yeah. Pretty much that's it. We played him in the final week of the regular season, week 8. We brought it for fun meme team. We brought Galarian Meowth. We brought weakness policy, special tar with hydro pump, a bunch of fun stuff. Mostly because one, I wanted to save some sets, and two, this matchup's really bad. I was hoping I could get some scouting done because I really don't like my matchup in this. And unfortunately, looking at Q's video, he didn't really bring particularly what he thought was best in the matchup, so I'm definitely in a tough spot with this one, but I think that we can figure it out and get a team going that can potentially grab ourselves a dub. So if you guys do enjoy the video, be sure to drop a like. If you're new here, be sure to drop a sub. Let's jump into the team builder. If you want to jump into the battle, there's a time stamp in the description on when that starts, and yeah, let's do it. So our team, if you did forget, is at the top of the screen. It consists of Ho-Oh, Zygarde, Slowbro, Neolego, Azelf, Steelix, Licky, Comfey, Tyranitar, Decidueye, Drillbur, and Galarian Meowth, who unfortunately will not be coming, spoilers. While Q's team consists of Giratina, Giratina Origin, Zeraora, Suicune, Tapu Bulu, Scolipede, Moltres, Rhyperior, Hitmontop, Tauros, Guzzlord, and Morgrem. Besides the Morgrem, which isn't a real Pokemon, Q has a very scary team, an absolutely terrifying team. Giratina is broken, absolutely terrifying for our team to deal with over the course of a game, but we do have some pretty solid soft checks and things like Ho-Oh and, potentially even Steelix to a small, lesser degree, as well as a lot of Pokemon that offensively pressure it. Giratina is kind of the big issue for this team. Giratina and Zeraora particularly, I do not deal with well over the course of a game. Yes, I have double ground, but those grounds are very liable to be knocked off and worn down. So either a bulk up 3 attack stat or just boots 4 attacks, shenanigans type Zeraora, throwing off knockoffs, play roughs, plasma fists, and close combats is going to be really difficult for us to deal with over the course of the game. Honestly, I think 4 attacks is kind of better than bulk up personally, just because it doesn't miss out on that coverage move. I think it needs all 4 coverage moves to hit my team as hard as it possibly can. It's probably leaving off close combat if I had to guess. If he elects to go with bulk up, I think knock off maybe just wearing me down over time, and then getting my ground types in range of a +1 knock or play rough is a little bit better of a plan. Especially because I feel like it's easier to wear down Steelix than it is Zygarde, so close combat might not be as needed, but we'll see about that. And then Scolipede, SC Scolipede actually really scares me too. He didn't bring Scolipede last time, I don't believe, but I definitely do expect it this time. It can be very terrifying for us to deal with throughout the course of the game. Suicune's annoying, Bulu's annoying, Moltres is very annoying, Rhyperior, Hitmontop especially. Lots of scary things in this matchup, so we'll see what we can do. But let's go and jump into our first member, which is going to be Steelix, who has a nature this time, rocking out with high horsepower, Stone Edge, Toxic, and Stealth Rock. EVs wise, we got 212 HP, 44 attack, and then max special defense with a careful nature, I believe. Oh my gosh, one of these days I will remember the difference between careful and calm. But EVs wise, we have enough defense to not be too KO'd by Scolipede EQ, and then the rest into max for def, and the rest into attack, just to do a little bit more damage. Soft checks, it checks Scully, it soft checks Zera, it soft checks Giratina to an extent. We can always take a Giratina hit off big high horsepower. We could Toxic incoming Suicunes and Giratinas and Bulus, and that's assuming Bulu wants to switch hard in on us. Toxic incoming Hitmontops, things like that, and be an overall general nuisance. It's going to be a rocker this game. It's just very liable to get worn down, so that's something we have to be careful about for sure. Next up, we have Zygarde rocking out the leftovers. Aura Break is its ability. 1,000 Arrows, Dragon Dance, Coil, and Iron Tail. EVs wise, you got 220 HP, 4 attack, 60 defense, force for def, and 220 speed with a jolly nature. Pretty much the same exact set as last time, except we swapped out Toxic for Iron Tail just to hit that Bulu very hard, and once we get a coil up, we won't miss that Iron Tail, which is really nice. I realized that Toxic was good for other members, but we have Toxic on enough of our other Pokemon that I didn't think I really needed it on Zygarde to catch things, and I need Poison for Zygarde, if that makes sense. And Iron Tail allowed me to beat Bulu, whereas Toxic really didn't because of the recovery that thing really gets. So I figured a Coil plus Iron Tail set would be a little bit better in this matchup. But this Pokemon really does do really well. If we could shut down Suicune and Hitmontop in particular, I think if we get up a Coil and a Dragon Dance, and then if like Giratina is also chipped, we can honestly just kind of win the game right there. So I think the Zygarde has great endgame potential. It's just chipping things down, getting things poisoned, and then getting Zygarde in position to get up each of those boosting moves. Next up, we have Neolego rocking out with the Black Sludge. Beast boosts its ability. Oh, Zygarde EVs. Forgot to go over what they're for. Zygarde, we are creeping Giratina. We're not 2-8 KO'd by Max, Adam, and Zera. And then we live... it says we live in Adamant Snake. That's for Azelf. It's dumb. Well, we are not 2-8 KO'd by Zera. And we are creeping an Adamant Gear... creeping a Jolly or Timid Giratina. Alright, next up we have Neolego, rocking out with Black Sludge. Beast boosts its ability, Power Gem, Dazzling Gleam, Toxic, Spikes, and Knockoff. Eevee's has got 100 HP, max special attack, and 156 speed with a timid nature. Eevee's wise, pretty simple on this, I believe. Oh man, I can't find where they are. Oh, speed for Giratina. Then we're not 2-8 KO by offensive Scorching Sands Moltres in the sand after Black Sludge. Though I guess we didn't end up bringing Tyranitar. That's when I had Tyranitar on an early mark of the build. Oh well. And then we have the rest in special attack, which is max special attack. So I guess it ended up working out regardless. I think T-Spikes are really good against this team. If I don't see a Scully, I really want T-Spikes up. Because again, that means I don't have to click Toxic with my Steelix. I don't have to click Toxic with my Ho-Oh, which you'll see in a little bit. I can kind of just off attacks and really wear this team down. Power Gem just for good general stab. It hits things like Moltres and Scolipede and things like that. Just great neutral coverage against this team. Dazzling Gleam hits Giratina, which I wonder way of hitting that thing super effectively. And then Knockoff is to catch things like Magearna and Suicune and things like that that might switch in on us pretty darn easily. Or Rhyperior in this case because we don't have Grass on. Catch those things that might switch in on us easy and at least cripple them in the sense that we get rid of their item. And especially with Magearna, that's very nice. If it's like AV, Scarf Specs, leftovers, Shookaberry for a Zygarde, a bunch of different options. Getting that knocked off regardless of what it is really good for us. So yeah, that's going to be Neolego. Then next up we have Ho-Oh, rocking out with the Heavy Duty Boots. Regenerator as its ability, Mystical Fire, Giga Drain, Toxic, and Roost. Eevee's wise, you got 156 HP, 100 special attack, and max speed with a timid nature. Eevee's wise, we're not 2-8 KO'd by Mag after Sand Chip, which again we originally had Tyranitar on the team, but oh well. Now we're definitely not 2-8 KO'd by Thunderbolt. We time max speed Giratina, and then we have the rest in our special attack, which is just that extra 100. This Pokemon is very difficult for him to deal with. Mystical Fire plus Giga Drain is very annoying to switch around, even though he has things like Giratina that kind of wall us. And Moltres, they're not doing any damage to us, especially if we get that -1 special attack on them, and I really do expect special Giratina. I think like Calm Mind 3 attacks, like Stabs plus Aura Sphere, kind of rips me, and at least being able to Mystical Fire that thing into Toxic and then pivoting out into something else is really clutch. I can Toxic things like Suicune, and especially Hitmontop would be really nice to get a Toxic off on. I can kind of just Toxic Roost stall a good majority of this team, regen out when I'm starting to get a little too low or I'm wasting too many Roosts. Giga Drain is to hit things like Rhyperior as well as Suicune for a little bit of damage, and yeah, just a good general nuisance, good Magearna check, which is really what it's mostly here for. Mystical Fire, make sure that thing can't Calm Mind in my face, because if it's bulky enough, it might be able to Calm Mind in my face. It's Magearna. And then next up we have Azelf. This is the only set that is exactly the same as last time. Psychic, Dazzling Gleam, Taunt, and Fire Blast. 4 HP, 36 defense, 228 special attack, 240 speed with timid nature. We live in Adamant Shadow Sneak, I believe, after Rocks from Giratina. It's at least from full, but it might be after Rocks. Don't remember for sure. We're creeping max speed Scolipede. We have a Life Orb number and HP, and the rest in our special attack. Great Wall Breaker, great Stall Breaker as well. We're not going to be fodder for that Suicune. I originally thought maybe Psyshock, but I like Psychic. Hit things like Rhyperior a lot harder. Dazzling Gleam is for things like Guzzlord, obviously. Morgrem, if it for some reason decides to come. Gives me super effective coverage on Giratina, do a little bit more damage. And then Fire Blast is for things like Magearna to do a lot of damage. And Taunt is just to stop shenanigans from occurring. If Giratina's getting really out of hand, I gotta stop it from Calm Minding. I can taunt it. If Magearna is trying to set up, I can taunt that thing always as well, which is really nice. Suicune's getting out of hand. Bulu's getting out of hand. a bunch of different Pokemon getting out of hand, we can kind of deal with it in that sense. So, yep, that's going to be Azelf. And then lastly, we have Decidueye rocking out with the Kasib Overgrow as its ability, Shadow Ball, Giga Drain, Acid Plot, and Roost. We got max HP, 100 Spadef, and then 156 speed with a Calm Nature, I believe it is. EVs wise, we are just enough speed for like a 28 speed Suicune, just in case he runs a little bit for creeps. And then we have the rest of our HP plus Spadef so that we can take Ice Beams a lot better from Suicune. It's going to be our main switch into that thing. And we kind of bully it realistically, especially if it's like a Calm Mind variant. We should beat a 1v1. We can Nasty Plot and Giga Drain up. And its team really does not appreciate Ghost plus Grass Stab at all. Giratina does not appreciate taking a +2 Shadow Ball as much as people think it would. Obviously, Giratina doesn't as well. And if we can chip that thing down, I will for sure take a trade of getting a +2 Shadow Ball off on that thing if it's in range, in order to take like a Shadow Ball or Poltergeist or something like that from the Giratina. So that's obviously really, really nice as well. Oh, excuse me. We, especially when we lose our item, if he's just knockoff to hit us, we can check the Zero Aura if we get a Roost up beforehand, which is obviously really nice. We check Rhyperior, we check Hitmontop to an extent, depending on its moveset, though I do expect it to have Triple Axle potentially, so that's something else to keep in mind. Just a very good defensive, or especially defensive pivot in this matchup. We throw off big nasty plots and kind of break down his team a little bit. But yeah, that's going to be the team. Let's jump right into the battle. Alrighty guys, here we are with the battle. We are connected with Q. Let's see what he ended up bringing. Presumably all the scary stuff. I feel like Moltres comes this time. Rhyperior comes this time. Darn it. I gotta hide my face real quick. He did bring Gira. See, I mocked with Kurt yesterday, and he was convinced that Gira was awful versus me, and I called cap. I don't think Gira is awful versus me. I think he's actually nuts versus me. But he did indeed bring all the scary stuff. Suicune. There's no Scolipede, which is really nice. So no grounded poison. At all. We have Rhyperior. And we have Hitmontop. Okay, I go 1, 2, Badoo. Now, what do we want to lead with in this matchup? I still feel like Azelf is my best lead overall. It really does rip through his team offensively. He does not have great pivots. The only thing that outspeeds me and threatens me out is going to be Zera, or potentially the Giratina. Whereas with Gira, I might even just stay in and click a Life Orb, Psychic, or Gleam, to be completely honest. Just to get damage on that thing, because I really don't deal with it well. I really don't deal with that thing well. Giratina. Let's see. But yeah, good luck if I Q. Hopefully we can snag a dub here. I might Gleam. I have a chance to do it, get max HP with Gleam. Big man. That's Rhyperior. Rhyperior. I feel like the Psychic might low-key be worth just fucking clicking. If he's Spadef, yeah, I think that's fine. I'm just gonna click Psychic. This does a shit ton amount. He could pivot hard into Mag. He did not scout for Energy Ball, which is interesting. He might be Rindo. That does a lot. Spadef drop Pog. Okay, this doesn't kill me. If he doesn't get like 4 hits. Stop. 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 That was a crit. Stop. 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 Fuck. Okay, so Azelf is gonna go down. That's unfortunate, but it's all good. It's not the biggest deal in the world. At the very least, we take out this thing, which is, again, really nice. With a Spadef drop, this thing is not Spadef, because that Psychic did copious amounts of damage. Yeah, that Psychic did way too much for this to be Spadef. No, I don't want to clear sets. So let's go into our friend, Decky Dewey. And let's click Shadow Ball. He does not have a Shadow Ball resist in the slightest. I could Nasty Plot here, but I don't think it's worth in case I get Toxic. I think I'm just going to Shadow Ball. And I'm recording right now. I'll be done in a little bit. But yeah, we're going to knock out the Ripe. So it's unfortunate losing Azelf that early. But like at the end of the day, not that unfortunate, if you get me. We'll see what we can do. I'm very scared of that Giratina, man. I think I'm very underprepared for it. I really do. We'll see what we can do. But yeah, man, I'm spooked. I am spooked. Okay. Outcomes licks. Yeah, outcomes licks. We love knockoff into close combat. I think the knockoff is very obvious here. Raw close combat, you'd be crazy. I think I'm just gonna toxic here. Don't want to allow him to bulk up for free, or as freely as he did last time. So let's go ahead and toxic. The only thing we changed on licks is we took off, I think we had steel move for toxic, and then on Zygarde we changed toxic for, I know we were only one of 2 setup moves. I think it was coil and not dragon dance. So we're dragon dance, coil, iron tail, 1,000 arrows right now, which is really nice. He's gonna withdraw, that's fine. Him on top, North wins. Okay, this is a good toxic. This is a good toxic. I will for sure take this. So, big toxic off on the Suicune, because like I could have gotten up my rocks, but I think he has such an easy and free spin in his Hib on top that if he wanted to go hard into that instead, it put me in a better position. He's not shown leftovers. I don't know if that hits that turn. I guess it's kind of dumb of me not to do that, but you know, not the biggest deal in the world. Not the biggest deal in the world. So we pivot right out into Decky Dewey. Come on, Decky Dewey. Scald, that's fine. I would actually like to be burned opposed to toxic. So yeah, that's fine. I'm special. I'm glad I didn't go with like the SD Decidueye I was thinking before. That's for sure. So we're gonna get hit with a little bit of burn Rooskies. I'm gonna nasty plot. He shouldn't 2-hit KO me with Ice Beam from here. Should not 2-hit KO me with Ice Beam. If he makes a really aggressive play into Gira, I might stay in and get that +2 Shadow Ball damage off. I really might. Let's go. Let's go withdraw to Gira. UA, what is that? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Back. Gear especially defensive. If I get it to +2, how much am I doing with Shadow Ball? Just about nothing. But if it's not max Spadef, I still don't 2-hit KO. I don't think it's worth. It really opens up my Nihi endgame though. Right? He doesn't have much for Nihi. He really doesn't have much for Nihi. It really opens up a Nihi endgame. Low-key, I feel like attack. Nah, it's my best play to go Ho-Oh. It's my best play to go Ho-Oh. I really hope he's not Volt. I really hope he's not like fat AV. But if he is, well, damn. Damn, 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 damn. You gonna Volt? He's not. He's gonna Ice Beam. That's fine. I would like to not get freezed. Not get freezed. Okay, sick. I feel like here I can just throw off an MS, right? What does he have for Mystical Fire? Yeah, I'll just throw off a Mystical Fire. I feel like this is fine. Unless he set up, that would be bad. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Nah, because I can MS even if he starts like Calm Minding. I just Mystical Fire, Mystical Fire, Mystical Fire, Mystical Fire, like over and over again. I don't let him Calm Mind in my face. So it's Akka. So you pop an Akka. You did a chunk. That was a crit, right? Sorry about that. That sucks. I'm sorry. We drop its special attack, so whatever this is not going to do a lot. Thunderbolt. Yeah, what does he go into? I feel like I just want a Toxic, right? Not doing anything to me. I could just roost this off. I feel like getting a Toxic off on that Gira is so nice. I'm doing it. If I get called on the play, then oh well. Then oh well, my friend. Like, I don't know if he dies to the next MS, but like, either gets in on a roost turn or something like that and puts me in a tough position. I really think he goes Gira. No, he goes into this. Okay. Oh well. I mean, it's not the biggest deal in the world, really. Like, I'd rather call it wrong on this than the Magirna that comes in, you know what I mean? So, that's fine. And I can just pivot out. I don't need to really worry about this. Now, the mag is weakened, which is really nice. So, I'm going to pivot right out. Yeah, we'll pivot right out into who? And, yeah, because I don't want to let that thing get toxic. So maybe it's my play just to raw Shadow Ball, because this thing, it's shown Toxic, Scald, maybe it's Sub-Protect, could have been Sub-Toxic Suicune, which definitely is very good versus my team. This thing being chipped is also very good for my Zygarde endgame. We just need to chip him on top, and Zygarde come in too. So, I'm just going to Shadow Ball. He can stay in if he likes. I don't think he protects after I showed Nasty Plot. He either, like, Ice Beams, or he switches. And there's no in between in my mind. No in between. He could also be Rest Talk, which would be annoying, but, like, also not the biggest deal in the world. As long as we keep around Decidueye. If we lose Decidueye, could be a big deal. He's going to withdraw. UA. So, what? This is at 60%? Right? 60% down to... Not 60%. Oh, it's a death drop. I'm sorry. That is awful. Because now I just click it again. That genuinely sucks. That genuinely sucks. I'm going to Shadow Ball. That sucks. With the Spidef drop, I think I kill. Yeah, I'm sorry. That really sucks. That gives me a lot more momentum than I realistically should have. That gives me a lot more momentum than I realistically should have. Now, I don't think he can be Rest if he is Calm Mind Gira. So I think it's my play to go hard into it and Toxic. Or... go into Zygarde. And allow no type of shenanigery. Allow zero type of it. Yeah, we'll go out into Oasis. Knockoff. I didn't want to go hard licks because I thought a close combat play might have been likely. And I don't think that this can win anyways, so like... And if it does, I don't know if I need the residuals from lefties. Now, what do I want to double into and catch? I guess I can just arrows here. Yeah, I can just arrows here. I don't want to let him set up. Yeah, he's just going to play rough. That's... Oh, that's so good. Okay. So, he recognized the threat at hand. Our special... Or our attacks... Fuck. Look. He could close combat here, too. He totally might kill us with close combat. I'll keep it a buck with you. I'm gonna 1,000 arrows, though. Look. Miss? Okay, so we're gonna die. So, didn't matter that much. I would have gotten more chip off, which would have been Pog. But, like, at the end of the day, oh well. This endgame is still scary, but I think we can win with Nihi, in all honesty. If we get rid of the Zera, Nihi outspeeds everything and has the potential to kill everything after some chip. So I'm just going to high horsepower here. I think we'll live a +1 close combat from this range. And if we don't, we're just kind of fucked. Maybe I should have Toxic. No, I think my play is just to spam high horsepower. He lost his Shuka. He's likely bulk up 3 attacks. He did not. So, wait, he's shown Plasma Fist, knockoff, play rough. Okay. That's not that big of a deal. So we're on high horsepower. It is Intimidate. We're not going to do much. Is it leftovers? It is indeed leftovers. And it has access to rock coverage. I could go hard Nihi, because at -1 I might kill if he is Hitmontop. If it gets down to -1 Spadef, I have a good shot at killing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put out an Nihi. Because I could also see an Axel coming out expecting my what do you call it? My dude. My Decky Dewey. Yeah. So, man, this is tough. I don't know. This is tough. Because, like, if he's not at -1, do we need to pivot here? Because, like, I really think he has rock coverage. I really do think he has rock coverage. If I make a pivot play here, I get him down to half with Decidui. I don't get him down to half. That's the only issue. I feel like I need to claim. Fuck, man. Fuck, man. It's bad. That is bad. I'm gonna gleam. Sucks, because I think I do lose this endgame. Unless close combat doesn't kill, but it should. Yeah, I think that's the game. I think we lose. Fuck, I just didn't have sufficient pieces. I don't know. That's tough. Oh well. I really would have liked to win this league. Especially considering other pressing matters in the community, but you know, it's all good. It happens. Think I go Decky Dewey. And I click Shadow Ball. It's -1, so Shadow Ball should pick it off. I couldn't make that pivot play into the Decidueye because I didn't drop him low enough to where I would have put him in range of a Shadow Sneak. So, like, you know. I would have loved to win this. There's still ICP, but damn. Unfortunate. Unfortunate to say the least. We're gonna Shadow Ball. This should knock it out. Fuck, it didn't. That's okay. It's just fine. I'm assuming we go down unless he only gets 2 heats. He gets 3. I thought that would kill, but oh well. I don't think it matters in the grand scheme of things because I just get to go and do a Ho-Oh. And Ho-Oh honestly probably gives me better positioning. Yeah. I always just a Mystical Fire. He shouldn't save this. It has no use at this point, I guess, other than intimidating the thing. So I'm just gonna Mystical Fire. I was gonna pick up what might be our last KO of the season. And if he goes Suicune, I might stay in and Giga Drain then pivot Licks on a Toxic. I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of fucked. Regardless. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but no. I think we played ball this season. Did we make it to semis last season? I know we made it to playoffs. I don't remember if we made it to semis. I know we lost to Liv. Daddy Pult. You are getting toxic, my friend. Yeah, you're getting toxic. Why didn't you go into the other thing? And Zera, I feel like Zera gave him the best positioning. I feel like he could have freely clicked close combat. Unless I called him. I guess it's a little bit of a 50-50, huh? I'm gonna hit it. If he's like rest, then I do just like objectively lose the game. Poltergeist. Oh, he's physical. Well, damn. Well, damn. That's unfortunate. I think I lose, right? Because I need this. I need this. Yeah, I think this does put me in a checkmate position. Yeah, I think I lose. I can roost and pray for a miss. If he misses, I'm in a good spot. Oh. 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 I actually don't have a way of hitting that Gira. So, like, if my thing gets poisoned here, am I fucked? I might be. Because I feel like he could just spam Scald. I feel like that's his safest endgame. I wish I had Decky Dewey, but Decky Dewey is dead. I can Giga Drain here, I suppose, but like... We can indeed Giga Drain here. I'm assuming he Scalds. I feel like Toxic is an unnecessary play. Yeah. So, he's going to take some Poison Chip. I feel like I need to pivot a little bit. I feel like he might Toxic here because he saw how little that does and that I can roost it off. I feel like I have to make some stupid ass plays, dude. I don't know. I feel like I have to do something. I feel like I gotta do something. Because I also can't let this take a Scald. Oh shit, am I crazy? Not really? I'm not that crazy? Okay. I think I'm still fucked. Does Adamant Poltergeist put me in a range? Wait, he can't Poltergeist me. I have no item. I have no item. He cannot Poltergeist me. That's why he switched! That's why he switched. I'm dumb. Okay, hold on. Steelix. 2. Zero Aura. Close combat if he's adamant. 50. I have no item. What if he gets the +1? I have a chance to live +1 right now. I feel like it's my play to pivot. I feel like it's my play to pivot. You pivot out here. Because he can't Poltergeist me. Which is crazy. Which is so good. It's crit. Because I need this still. So I'm going to pivot out and get this off. I wish I got the Stone Edge off, actually. The Stone Edge might have put him in range with this next Stone Edge. So that's a really dumb play by me. We're going to pivot. I have to, unfortunately. I'm surprised physical in this matchup. I thought special ripped me. Dude, I thought like Calm Mind 3 attacks, rip me a new one. Don't crit. If he's not +1. I am... Oh, it's literally a max roll from that thing at this point. So if he's bulk up, I think I lose. If he's bulk up, I think I lose. If not, I have a shot. I think. I don't know. Dragon Claw. No, I think I lose regardless. Yeah, unless he kills me here. No, because I can't let this die. Unless he's jolly for some reason. But, like, he should never be jolly. If he's jolly, then, like, there's a shot. But, like... I hope he's not bulk up, I guess. I gotta roost. Stay out of range of this. Win the speed tie. Fuck! I didn't think he'd sneak. Yeah, that's the game. That was GG to Q, man. I think I do lose. Because I do lose to Suicune now. GG to Q, man. I did the best I could. I really didn't like this matchup. Even after, like, not bringing anything real in the first matchup, I just didn't like my odds. Unfortunately. So, maybe he'll be super nice and go into Zera and make it a 1-0, so I look super cool in front of all the YouTube peeps. Even though the YouTube peeps don't like me at all. So, who knows? Yeah, this thing, oh man, if I had Ho-Oh, I'd be fine. But, it happens. I couldn't go back into Steelix because I couldn't take another Dragon Claw or Shadow Sneak into close combat, if that makes sense. So, like, it was just kind of checkmate from that position. Yeah, if I had one more sack, maybe. If I had one more sack, maybe, but was not enough. GGQ, definitely go check him in the description below. He's a very nice guy. He's going to be moving on to finals. He'll be playing either Jack or Galadite in finals. Q is definitely the dude I'll be rooting for. That's for damn sure. So I really hope he does end up taking home the chip. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to drop a like. If you're new here, be sure to drop a sub. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.